The fate of empires hangs on the strength of the sword. These words echo through history, encapsulating the tumultuous era of the 5th century, an age where empires clashed and boundaries blurred under the weight of ambition and war. It is within this chaotic landscape that one figure emerged, igniting fear and awe: Attila the Hun. As we delve into the world of Attila, we find ourselves amidst the collapsing grandeur of the Roman Empire. Once a bastion of civilization, it now faced the relentless encroachment of barbarian tribes. The Huns, under Attila's fierce leadership, swept through the plains of Europe like a storm, dismantling the fragile structures of authority that the Romans had long taken for granted. The air was thick with tension, a palpable sense that change was not just inevitable, it was imminent. Born into a world on the brink of transformation, Attila's early life was marked by the duality of strength and adversity. He inherited leadership during a time when the Huns were a confederation of tribes, often at odds with one another. Through shrewd alliances and sheer force of will, Attila united these factions, forging them into a singular, formidable army. His leadership was marked by relentless ambition. He sought not only conquest but the very reshaping of the world around him. As he cut a swath through Europe, cities that once thrived under Roman rule fell before his might. With each victory, Attila cemented his reputation as the scourge of God, a title that filled his foes with dread. But what was it that drove him? Was it merely a lust for power, or was he guided by the compelling vision of a new order in a fractured realm? As we explore the depths of his character, we unveil not just a conqueror, but a revolutionary force, one who wielded destruction as a means to forge something new. Attila's early life was marked by hardship and the tumultuous landscape of the Eurasian steppes. Born around 406 AD, he was the son of Munzag, a chieftain of the Huns. Attila grew up amidst a chaotic mix of tribes, constantly battling for dominance and survival. As a child, he witnessed the strength and ferocity of his people, but also their struggles against rival tribes and the expanding power of the Roman Empire. This environment instilled in him a fierce ambition and an acute understanding of warfare and diplomacy. As Attila came of age, he faced a pivotal moment in his life. The Huns were divided, and the leadership of the tribe was in constant flux. After the death of his uncle, the previous king, Attila seized the opportunity to unify the various clans under his banner. His cunning tactics matched the brutality of his forces. He proved to be a capable military leader, using psychological warfare to instill fear in his enemies. He understood that the mere reputation of being ruthless could lead to victory even before the first arrow was loosed. He was not only a warrior but also a strategist, deftly manipulating his foes and allies alike. In a series of calculated moves, Attila consolidated power, forging alliances with other tribes while simultaneously punishing those who dared to oppose him. His keen diplomatic skills were as crucial to his rise as his martial prowess. He understood the delicate balance of power and played tribes against one another, ensuring that his own position was fortified. By the time he became the sole ruler of the Huns in 434 AD, he had already earned a reputation that sent shivers through the hearts of his enemies. With his newfound authority, Attila set his sights on the Roman Empire, a colossal entity that had once been the bastion of civilization. The Huns, under his command, would become a formidable threat to Rome. His first significant military campaign against the Eastern Roman Empire in 434 AD was a brutal showcase of his tactics, lightning-fast cavalry strikes, ambushes, and a willingness to engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat. The Roman legions, once seen as invincible, were caught off guard by the ferocity and speed of Attila's forces. His campaigns were often marked by a shocking level of brutality. Cities that resisted faced utter devastation. Attila became synonymous with the destruction of entire populations, yet this ferocity had a strategic purpose. It served as a warning to others. He was not just conquering, he was seeking to reshape the political landscape. In 452 AD, he turned his gaze toward the Western Roman Empire. His forces advanced into Italy, laying waste to cities and leaving destruction in their wake. When he reached the outskirts of Rome, the city trembled at the thought of invasion. It was here that the negotiation took place. Pope Leo I famously ventured out to meet Attila, seeking to dissuade him from attacking the Eternal City. While the reasons for Attila's withdrawal remain debated, it is clear that this moment marked a significant turning point. It showcased that even a man feared by all could be swayed by the power of diplomacy. Despite his ferocity, Attila was not without moments of introspection. Some chronicles suggest that he envisioned a new world order where tribes would coexist under the rule of the Huns. He sought to dismantle the established hierarchies that had dominated Europe for centuries, replacing them with a new societal structure rooted in his own vision of leadership. This ambition, while brutal, suggested a complex understanding of the world he inhabited, one that was spiraling into chaos. His campaigns fostered a melding of cultures, albeit through the fire of conquest. The Huns brought with them unyielding traditions and fierce warrior ethics, but in their expansion, they also absorbed elements from the territories they invaded. This cultural exchange, whether by choice or subjugation, reshaped the fabric of Europe itself. As we delve deeper into the legacy of Attila the Hun, we understand that he was not merely a brutal conqueror but a catalyst for change in a world on the brink of collapse. He left scars on the landscape, yet his presence ignited transformations that would resonate for generations. In this complex figure, we find not just a harbinger of doom, but also a force that compelled societies to adapt and evolve in the face of overwhelming violence. The defining moment in Attila's saga came at the Battle of the Catalonian Plains in 451 AD. Here, beneath the swelling clouds of war, Attila faced an unprecedented coalition of Roman and Visigoth forces, an alliance forged from desperation and the shared goal of halting his relentless advance. The battlefield became a crucible, where the indomitable spirit of Attila met the resilience of a united front. With the tension palpable and the stakes higher than ever, both sides charged, and the air thickened with the clash of steel and the cries of warriors. In this pivotal moment, Attila's leadership was on full display. His fierce tactics showcased his ability to inspire his men, rallying them with impassioned speeches that resonated with their thirst for glory. But the coalition, galvanized by the threat he posed, fought back with a fierce determination that matched his own. The battle raged on, a tumultuous struggle that would forever change the fabric of Europe. Despite his ferocity, this encounter marked a turning point for Attila. He met not just the might of armies but also the resolve of those who understood that the fall of their world was at stake. The outcome of this epic confrontation would shape the trajectory of history, leaving Attila at a crossroads. This battle illuminated the complexities of his character, the conqueror who could be thwarted, the man whose dreams of dominance were challenged by the unyielding spirit of those he sought to dominate. As we reflect on the aftermath of Attila's reign, we feel the ripples of his legacy stretching far beyond his lifetime. The impact of his campaigns, particularly in the wake of the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, hastened the decline of the formidable Roman Empire, a civilization that had long seemed invincible. Attila's relentless march across Europe was a catalyst for change that disrupted the status quo. He forced the Romans and their allies to not only defend their territory but to rethink their strategies, alliances, and the very structure of their society. The fear and respect he commanded transcended his own time, echoing through history and inspiring future leaders who looked to his methods as both a warning and a guide. Attila's legacy would echo through the ages, a harbinger of change that suggested power could shift dramatically in the face of adversity. The lessons learned from his conquests served as cautionary tales of the fragility of empires and the transformative potential of leaders who dared to defy the odds. In examining how Attila's actions reverberate in modern times, we find that his story speaks not only to the ancient world but also to contemporary themes of leadership, conflict, and cultural exchange. His relentless pursuit of power and the devastating consequences of his campaigns remind us of the dual-edged sword of ambition. While he was a figure of terror in his time, he also catalyzed moments of reflection and resilience within the societies he impacted. From the ashes of his invasions, new cultures emerged and previously dormant ideas took root, leading to the Renaissance and the eventual birth of nations. In our own world, we confront similar shifting landscapes where leaders and nations wrestle with decisions driven by ambition, fear, and the desire for transformation. The complexities of power, its impact on societies, and the responsibility that accompanies it are themes that resonate today. As we consider the legacy of Attila the Hun, we are invited to reflect on our own lives. What are the forces of change that we encounter, and how do we respond? Are we agents of transformation, or do we allow circumstances to define us? Attila's story serves as a potent reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one can either succumb to the chaos or become an architect of change. His life compels us to examine our own choices, our willingness to confront adversities, and the extent to which we are willing to forge alliances that can create a better future. In doing so, we honor the complexities of history and the lessons it offers, not only about the past but about the paths we can choose in our own tumultuous journeys. Let us remember that every action, every decision, holds the potential to shape our world profoundly, just as Attila's actions shaped the destiny of an entire continent. In this crucible of reflection, we find the seeds of inspiration, urging us to rise to the challenges of our own lives, to adapt, and to lead with intention.